Hello, YouTube friends. I am back after a very long hiatus. As you can see, my last video was 9 months ago, and so much has happened to me since then. And the reason I took some time off was I just had so many personal things going on that I have really distanced myself from social media and kind of putting myself out there as much as I was before and allowing myself some time to heal on my own. And I'll just very briefly let you know I previously was blogging from Australia and I'm back in Canada where I'm from. And very shortly after I got back from Australia, I went through a breakup. You may have seen my fiance in my other videos, and we broke up about 5 months ago at this point, almost 5 months ago. And obviously, that was extremely hard for me. We were together for 6 years, so obviously, that was a huge deal. And as I was discussing in my previous video of how I was struggling with depression, that's something that I've really taken a proactive approach to nip in the bud since I've been home, and I have to say that I have not had any symptoms of depression since I've been back in Canada. I mean, in the beginning, I still did have some lingering symptoms, obviously, but I've started seeing a therapist and doing everything right from the beginning, and it was like a fresh start when I came home. So I'm happy to say that I am no longer struggling with depression at the moment, and I actually stopped seeing my therapist, and I can always go back to her when I need, but I just haven't had anything to talk to her about, which seems odd considering after a breakup you would think that it would make the depression worse, but it actually was something that I think was needed. And although I wasn't happy at the time of the breakup, I have since been extremely proactive in making myself happy. And that's been my number one priority. And being selfish and just doing things for me and no one else. And that doesn't mean that I've been a bad person or that I've been neglecting my family or friends or anything. I've been focusing on doing things that are right for me. And I have to say that I haven't felt this confident, this fulfilled, this happy in a really long time. I think that sometimes in a relationship, even if two people love each other and they're both amazing people individually, sometimes a dynamic can evolve between those two people that can be really toxic. And a relationship is supposed to bring out the best in both people, and if it's not doing that, then it's time to reevaluate that relationship. And the breakup was obviously really hard for me after so many years, but also it wasn't just my fiance. He was my best friend, and so it's been hard on many levels. But I also feel that I was becoming too much of a dependent person, and that's not who I want to be. That's not who I am. I'm an independent person, and I'm fully capable of being self-sufficient and doing everything on my own, and this breakup has given me the push that I need to reach my full potential, and I just can't even tell you how completely different I feel than I did the last time I posted a video. My skin has been amazing. You wouldn't tell either way in this video because it's grainy and you can't really see, But I do have some scarring. My skin isn't completely flat up close. You can see it's a little bumpy. I do have some like rolling scars, and I do have hyperpigmentation, and I still get blemishes. But you know what? Like, ever since I have been focusing on my own happiness and I've been stressing less, I haven't been focusing so much on what I eat. I mean, I eat healthy like 70% of the time, but sorry, I'm getting over the flu. And I'm not obsessing about what I put on my face either. I've been consistent with the routine that I'm using, and you know what? If I skip a day, it's not the end of the world. I mean, I've been wearing makeup because it makes me feel good, and I remove it before bed. Like, everything is just simplified. I just simplify my life, and I I know my skin isn't perfect, and I know it really looks perfect in this video, and I'm telling you it's not perfect, but I am so happy with it. And I I haven't felt this confident in like 2 years. I'm really excited to be in this new stage in my life. I literally feel like I turned a new leaf. I'm starting almost from zero and starting over again. Another really exciting thing is that I got pretty much my dream job in the beginning of November. I graduated from journalism school, and it's been my dream to be an editor at a magazine for probably even since the 9th grade. I decided to go into journalism because I love creative writing, and magazine is the best of both worlds. I mean, it's based on fact, but there's a lot of room for creativity. There's a lot of room for beautiful photography, and it's visual and creative, and I love it. And so I got a job at a magazine. We actually produce 2 magazines in Canada, 3 magazines actually, because one is in French, and we will probably be launching a 4th magazine, and I'm an editorial assistant at the moment, and I'm helping redesign all the websites. So hopefully in the new year, in January, I will become the web editor, which is so exciting. This is my first real job in my field. I couldn't be more ecstatic. There's something really special about achieving a goal that you've had for so long, and it doesn't feel like, oh, I've reached my goal and that's it, like, and now I'm bored. It's kind of like I want to work super hard and prove myself every day and move up and establish myself in the field, and so that's a driving force to my happiness. Another huge change, well, I wouldn't say change, but a huge addition to my life is that I started going to adult gymnastics classes twice a week. Actually, it's not a class, it's an open gym, and basically I used to do gymnastics growing up. That's the only thing I've really ever been good at in terms of athleticism. I used to do soccer, and I was pretty good because I'm a fast runner, but I've never really been a super athletic person. So gymnastics is like my first love, and I found that's been giving me so much joy. I've been improving so much. I did it for the past 2 or 3 months. I feel like I'm getting in really good shape, better shape than I've been in a long time, and that's really good for my mental health and my physical health. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I have been doing a lot of cooking and a lot of makeup and skincare experimentation, so I have a lot of things to share. So I'm gonna start posting videos hopefully again, and it's gonna be a completely different tone because I feel like I am such a different person than I was when I was last posting videos, and that doesn't mean that I don't want to talk about depression, and I don't want to talk about acne, and I don't want to talk about things that aren't happy, because that's reality. That those are things that were in my life and still are in my life, even if they're dormant, and not the number one thing in my life right now. So, as always, if you guys ever have any questions or need advice or have any comments or anything, feel free to send me a message anytime. It's something I absolutely have no problem talking about. And if you have any specific questions about my transition from before to now, let me know. I'll do my very best to answer. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to starting a new chapter, I guess. And hopefully, you guys watching have been doing well. I really hope that everybody who was struggling with the issues that I was going through have been making some improvements in their lives as well. And even if it's a very minor improvement, that's good, because it takes a long time. It took me like 3 years to get to this point. If I really started at the beginning, my depression, I would say, started about 2.5 years ago. And I mean, the starting point really was when I took the journey to my natural lifestyle and I went off the birth control pill, and that was almost 3 years ago at this point, and I can't believe it. But it's a very slow process, and if you're going the natural route, that's what you're in for. So yeah, that's where I am at right now, and yeah, I really look forward to making some more videos about natural lifestyle, products, recipes, anything I can really think of that I can share with you guys. So I hope you're all doing well, and have a very happy holidays and happy new year, and I will be speaking to you guys soon. Bye.